Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for PeacH? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for PeacH? Because PeacH is in the building. You don't know. How do you mean? Yo, what a day, man. What a day. What a beautiful day. What a glorious day for West Ham United. 500 million quid has been slapped on the table, dog. Put on a table for Sullivan. Take it or leave it, money. Take it or leave it. And please take it because we don't like you. We don't want you. We don't want you and your two compadres running our football club in the names of David Sullivan, David Gold, and Karen, stupid Miss Piggy Brady. Real things, man. Real things. Gazzo, what's up, my G? Titch, what's up, my G? Yo, if y'all ain't checked out Hammers Fans United as of yet, please do. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share them shits all over Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you can share it on. Share it. WhatsApp, messages. Just share them things there still. Shut up. Doing a juke thing. Yo, share them things. You get me? Yo, I got my boy in the building still, you know. And we'll get on to that takeover thing. Trust me. But I got my boy in the building. It is the one, the only ChaRLIeBoy. Big dog. How do you mean? The one, the only, Charlie, big dog, my homie. Yo, we're gonna run two things, man. It's like he had to do some running around, and then I was ready, and then I had to do some running around, and he was ready. It was madness. Yeah. It was ship shape. But like, yo, we're here. You get what I'm saying? We're here, man. Let me bring the man them in. Straight up. Oh, flipping hell. Piss off. Hold up.
Yeah.
What are you saying, rude boy?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah. We was gonna
Yeah.
do it earlier, wasn't we? But yeah,
Yeah.
I had to take care of some situations, man. I put some, I taught some young bulls how to start a business today. I started them a little car wash detailing joint.
That's dope. That's dope, man. That detailing shit that detailing shit is dollars, man.
Absolutely. So this is where they don't get in trouble. It's summertime, school's out, they need money. I said, go, don't go over there with them guys. I brought them the soap, the Armor All, I got them a little water supply, the whole nine. I showed them how to do it. I say, you do a regular wash, you charge this, you do a full detail, you charge that. There you go.
So like full detail. Because I used to work in the dealership, dog. Full detail is like, yo, outside, inside, everything.
Facts. Yeah. I got them a
Yeah.
little. I got them a little thing so they can vacuum. You know what I mean? Even to clean the mirrors, the whole joint.
Oh,
So
word.
I got them
Yo,
all set up. They don't owe me nothing. Just what I mean. Do that. I could give them money, or I could show them how to. What's the old saying? Give them a fish, or show them how to fish, or whatever.
yeah. No, I'm giving them a fishing rod and they show them how to fish, and then they can reel in their own fish and make their own money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there we go.
Yo, Titch is in the building. Gaz is in the building. I love that shirt, by the way. Straight up, man. I hate to say, hold on, I hate to say it, PeacH. As much as I want them both out, I think they're here for 2 more years unless something big happens. Well, 500 million quid slap on the table is big things, dog. And like, you got a West Ham fan that's like fronting this thing. So some actor named Thomas Skinner. You heard of him, Charlie?
Who's that? Who have I heard
Thomas
of? I've
Skinner.
been looking up on this one cat. They said they got big business in New York and London.
That's what I'm saying. And Minneapolis, dog. And Minneapolis. Like Minneapolis, sorry. Yeah, man. And like what was it? Hold on, because I made some notes still. It's API Capital. They're advisors. They're a privately owned investment advisory firm. I like the word firm because of ICF. How do you mean? Um, they're driven by performance and guided by deep experience across global equity markets. Founded in 2004, their approach to investing is based on the ability to connect the dots. So they're like they're the connect the dots people, dog. They focus on global oriented industries like technology and healthcare type things. Still, so they got money, dog. And you know what? Putting 500 million quid on the table for Gold and Sullivan and Brady and them, they could have put more. But why are you gonna like go into negotiations putting like your best foot forward? You know what I'm saying? If they can get it for 500 million, I'm about it. If it goes up to 8 and they're still able to get it, I'm about it, man. I want these three out, dog. I want
Yeah,
these three out.
yeah, you got to start at your lowest offer. And you know what I like? Sully try to do. Oh no, nobody made no offer. Nobody this.
Yeah,
It's like, yo, you didn't know who you was dealing with. You dealing with
yeah,
New York, baby. He said, listen,
yes,
you better
yes,
step right. You better step right. They doing business all over the world.
yeah.
You sell rubber balls and things, man. You know what I mean? You sell sex toys. These mans are doing real big. So he came out and was like, nah, that ain't true. This is what we sent, you know. And he tried to say,
Yo,
oh,
word up,
well,
man.
they tried to say, well,
Word up.
they didn't send proof of funds. And he said, well, you didn't ask for proof of funds. You
I
didn't ask for
know.
that. And another thing he said, remember when Sully was like, oh, well, you know, we really want somebody, if they take over, to take, you know, we want to make sure they're going to do right. Money came out and said, yo, they didn't say nothing about that. They were talking money the whole time. He's like, so, hey, I like this cat already, man. I
Me
like
too.
him
And like,
already.
yo, let me ask you this, Charlie. That's like what did they call? So like calling the kettle black. It's like, yo, how is Sully gonna say, do you have the best interest in this football club when he's done like absolute nonsense things? Like,
Ask Birmingham boys about that,
you
out
get
of
me, you
the
get me,
interest.
you get me, you
You
get
know,
me.
I mean, we don't know
Yep,
what's true, but listen, there's been situations over here across the pond where owners was like, no, we're not gonna sell. It was an NFL team back in the
yep.
day, right? In the middle of the night, they moved everything and packed up in trucks and moved to Baltimore or somewhere like that, man. I'm like, yo, I don't trust Sully for nothing, man. He gotta go. He
No, me
gotta
neither,
go.
dog. And when him and Gold came, dog, like you heard all the Birmingham fans saying that, like they're crooks, they're spivs, they're crooks. End of the day, like yo, you cannot trust a man as far as you can throw them, dog.
Listen, no man of honor is gonna sell plastic, toy. You know what I'm saying. I don't want to call it offend anybody, but we all know what it is. We all know what his
Yeah,
business is.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So listen. But the one thing I also like about this guy, he said it was noted that if they take over, they're going to utilize London, the stadium, right, to
yep,
turn a profit, to put back in the team. But not only that, the most important thing, he said, the history is important to the fans, and they realized that. He said, and not only are we going to keep the history and reach out to the fans, they're
yep,
going to give the OGs jobs, the
yep,
legends. They're going to
yep.
put them in because they've earned their spot. And that's how you take care of your people. And
One
listen,
100.
that's something that Sully and they have no connection to us. You know,
Nah, man. Like you look at it. You look at the backroom staff already. Like I know Irvine's one of Moyes' people, but you look at the rest. Like Nolan, Mr. Chicken Dance, he's West Ham. You look at Psycho, he's West Ham. You know what I mean? It's like, and now we get these owners on board with the one man fronting him, that Thomas Skinnercat. He's on board, and he's a West Ham fan through and through. Now it's starting to look like truth because Homeboy said in that video I
oh,
sent you,
you talking
one,
about that? You talking about that Thomas Skinner?
yes,
Oh,
yes,
God. Oh, okay. All right. You threw me off. I thought you was talking about somebody from over here, but then the name
no,
just hit me. You talking about Mr. Bosch?
Brethren, Thomas Skinner is like a bulked up muscle man version of like Rob Beckett. But Rob Beckett, I think he supports Arsenal or Spurs. He don't support the right club in London. But what this Thomas Skinner cat is saying is we're going to get Champions League promise, and I believe that, not like Golden Sullivan's 5-year plan. and he's talking about how we could turn into the biggest club in England, dog. Like
Bro,
it's
what is
about
my thing? What do I
time, man.
always say
Man
about
City's got it.
we in
Yo,
London. Let's act like we're a London club, okay? We're not Burnley. No disrespect to Burnley, but
word up.
listen, we got the goods to utilize. You understand? Hey, I don't want to hear this. We in London, bro. We in
Yeah,
London. Utilize that. Utilize the stadium. Let's
yeah.
go. Let's
Like,
go. What we doing?
yo, Brethren, even for a non-West Ham supporter, where you gonna like have more tourists and all them things? London. And it's already like 10% or 15% of the people inside the stadium that are just tourists to go watch a football match. Like that's how KDK started supporting West Ham, dog, because she was there and she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go watch them things." That Seth Meyers cat for he has his late night talk show in America. He was like, "Oh, I could have gone to go see West Ham or Fulham. I chose West Ham. Bang! Now he's a West Ham fan. Like you get the right backing behind us, we could have half the world backing us, dog. Like I don't business.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like that. Oh, they let it. Hey, you know what? We're gonna do business. We're gonna let them in. Hey, come in, have some drinks, buy some
Yep,
food, buy this, buy
yep,
that. And you know what? We're gonna use that money to invest in our club and make our club bigger and make our army more stronger and get more weapons for
yep.
our thing, for our West Ham takeover, baby. And then we're gonna plant the flag. And we're gonna
And
be
you
the
know,
top dogs.
yo, Bridget, you know what else, dog? I saw
Trust
you
me.
did.
This
I saw you did.
Machiavelli things. Since you chew, you know what I mean? The war book. That's what I'm on. Let's go.
I saw you this, dog. I saw you this. Yo, Upton Park, man. They used to have like shacks out there selling like burgers and hot dogs and all these things and that
Facts, man.
thing. Yo, you know what? You get a West Ham boy, and that's all gone away since we moved to the London Stadium. You get a West Ham like people in there. Those are coming back, and that's what builds the atmosphere. That's what builds like that was what the dopest part of going to Upton Park Bowling Ground was. You used to be outside. You could get the scarves, the programs, your hot dogs, your jelly deals, your pie mash, all them things. They'll bring that back, dog. They will bring that back, and it'll make that toilet bowl of a stadium that we play in seem like home. And the only reason it doesn't seem like home is because Sullivan and Gold, and Brady, they don't treat it like a home. And the next thing they were all on, oh, we're gonna get retractable seats, so fans them can like be closer to the ground. Did they fuck? They didn't do none of that. And I guarantee that will be on the cards too, dog. London Stadium's gonna turn into a more like bowling ground, dog. If these men get their offer accepted, man. 100, man. And they want to buy the stadium. So that's why they can do it and will do it. Maybe there's restrictions from like Gold, Sullivan, and Brady that since they don't own the stadium, they can't put the shacks out there like the food shacks, this, that, and the third. But when you own it, you can
Right.
do whatever you want, dog.
That's what I was saying. He said he's going to utilize it. So he's already thinking like a money man. You know,
Yeah,
he said we try to rent. He said you can't make moves if you rent. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So because I don't even know if the food sales, if we even get a portion of that or that, I don't know. But if you own it, can't nobody tell you nothing, right? So then
No, that's word.
when you fill up the stadium, I don't care if 20,000 people want to come from the other team or tourists. Oh, thank you. Give us your money. Give us your money
Well,
because we're gonna take that. We're gonna get our players. We're gonna put our seats closer. We're gonna utilize instead of just sitting here like some Mama Luke's not doing nothing. You
it,
understand?
it, it's almost like you made a really 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 valid point. Like, what can you do when you rent a place? Like, if you rent an apartment, you can't go in and like, yo, change up this and change up that and do that and this because you're renting you're renting that space. That's basically what Sullivan and Golden Brady are doing. They're renting that space. So maybe it's like if they put the food checks in and this and that, they're money hungry. They're money hungry, lovely dog. So it's like, yo, maybe if like they done did that, the money's from the food checks and the people selling like scarves and programs and all this and that money would go to the government and not them. And that's why they're not about it.
And listen, I know right now the government don't like this over there because the taxpayers are paying a lot of, they're deep in the pockets. They paying for this shit. And some of
100.
them, don't give a damn about the stadium. You know what I'm saying? Or footy or none of that. Then they got to pay. It's coming through taxes. What I want to know is, do they got to pay if Sully sells? Does he got to break off some points to the government?
Yeah,
You know, like a certain percentage.
yeah,
And is that what's holding them up? Come
yeah.
on, man. The man's asset stripping, double dipping. We know what he wants to do. You want to sell the club. Don't act like it. That's why you bought it. That's why you moved to the fucking stadium. This is what I do. I do exactly what this man does, but on a smaller, different level. Except I
Word up.
spread my love to the people and take care of my people. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't do like this, like this guy over here.
No,
You
but
know what I mean?
you do it real. You do it real because you look after your people. You just done said that. You do it real because you look after your people. Sullivan, Brady, and Gold, they only care about themselves, dog. They don't care about us. Why do you think that whole catastrophic like scene happened when we played Burnley? And man, just like they went for them like. Yo, they went for them like wounded animals, dog. They went for them like the whole, and there was a protest before that, and then they got into the ground, and they just had enough. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I seen some people on YouTube saying, "Oh, that was a bit harsh," and no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. They deserved it because they've been like kicking us around for like too long, dog.
Yeah, I try to get nice, but you know, because I get going, I might say something that has somebody
Oh,
showing
I
up at the
know,
house.
and I'm going.
Listen,
I'm going.
I don't like them, bro. I can see, you know what I mean? They're weasels. They're weasels. Like, look, it was some business we did in Cleveland, right? Well, on the outside of Cleveland, they built a new school in the area, right? They're in the
Yep,
middle of doing that. So what we do, we buy the land right there and put up a few little things. Why?
yep,
Because it was cheap. But when that school gets done, oh, now guess what? That's going to be triple the money because
yep.
there's a fucking school there. And what's going to come behind that? More boom, boom, boom. So next thing, you know, I'd be an asshole if I'd be like, well, I went all the way to a state I don't live in and did business because, you know, we trying to make a
You get what
profit.
I'm saying?
We
Yep.
trying to make a profit. You understand? It's like, come on,
And
man.
and and and,
I
and
just don't like it.
they're trying to run a profit too. But the whole funny thing is, dog, like just how they call themselves West Ham supporters, because a West Ham supporter would not treat a West Ham United club or the ground or the fans like that. And yo, how like they went from like being like Birmingham through and through blue to then being like West Ham through and through Clareton blue. It's like no, I never bought it. I never will. And the proof is like, oh, it's coming out now, man.
And he
It's
tries to
just
use that
oh,
Green Street. He tries to use that Green Street card to like buy loyalty. Like, ain't
100,
nobody seen you over there.
100,
I got more points on Green Street than you, bro. Are you kidding me?
100,
I do more for East London sitting in my gaff over here than they ever do for the people. Period.
And you know what? And you know, to everybody, you know what? That's real. That's real talk. Homeboy's not mucking about right there. That's real. I know this.
And
That's
listen,
real talk.
he said that just to portray an image like, oh, you could trust me. You could trust me. Believe what I say. Listen, just like we used that school that they built into our advantage because we was gonna, you know, the money's gonna go up. That's what the stadium was for. It
Yep,
was strictly to make their investment of the club. Oh well, hey, we get this, then it's enticing. People's gonna want to buy it. Then we could actually
yep.
turn a profit. That's all it was, man. They can't tell me nothing other. I'm not going for
No,
anything else.
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100% because it's like, yo, the man and man, like Sullivan and Gold, man and man, when I say that, Sullivan and Gold, and then stupid Miss Piggy the gal, them, I'll show you, man. It's like they buy property. That's all, like, that's what the man them do, property. And what do you buy property for? To flip it. So all he wanted to do is buy a West Ham football club, put it into South, Stratford, and then they just wanted to flip it, dog. And they're looking for the right price to flip it, man. And it's like, please accept this offer because, yo, I watched Jake's show earlier on today, and Luke from the Three Hammers and Gio, my G from Hammer's fans, no Hammer's chat. They were like, they can see something happening, but not now. They're like maybe in a year or 2 years. because I think they got like 2 or 3 years left. I want to see it happen yesterday, man. Straight up.
If they prolong it to the 2023, it's only to get to squeeze even more out of the situation. Period.
Yeah.
And listen, if none of this
Yeah.
now, are they going to sell this year? Well, I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I'll tell you this. I think I believe the other guy what he's saying because
Me too.
I know Sully this. I know this big mouth bastard. He would either have what's her name write an article in her little situation. What's it called
Yeah.
over there?
Oh, it's in the sun or something. In
yeah,
the sun.
the sun. Yeah. Or he would go on Talk Sport and he would, he would utilize his little thing to be like, oh, no. But he stayed quiet because I thought he was probably like, yo, homie ain't going to say nothing. But homie was like, you're not going to disrespect me. This man, he messing with real businessmen now. These cats are sharks. They will eat you. They will eat you, bro. They're going to eat them alive. You ain't going to out hustle these dudes, man.
Yo. Big dog. Look,
I love
it. Homeboy is St. Luke legend, man. He's like, a lot of people dislike their owners, but our owners are penny pinchers, dog. And they are. They are, man. And Nefari is just money, man. The Nefari is just money, man. Real talk, man. And then you got Gaza. Gaza's like, he's saying like you got to be careful because we could bring in somebody who is just as bad or worse than the owners we already have. I don't agree with that for like these people. There's a West Ham man that's like fronting the thing. Yo, give him all the money in the blood clot world, dog, and let him do what he wants, man. Because we'd be in a better situation. I think we've seen the worst. I don't think we can see worser. I don't think we can see worser. For homeboy to say, Charlie, we're going to regularly qualify for Champions League, be the biggest club in London and the biggest club in England. It's about time, man, because you done see Man City were like always like first division or like championship now. But it's like, yo, man, they got their investment and look, they just skyrocketed. All we need is that investment because we got the right management, we got the right backroom staff, we got the right players, like under Moyes, not Pellegrini, because Pellegrini was like, what? Sanchez, Roberto, like players like of that ilk? No, thank you. We don't have none of those like here now because Moyes and the backroom staff's running their thing. You get owners running their thing too, we'll be invincible, dog.
Facts. Gaza says, why are we not talking about signing players? Does he mean us or does he mean the our higher ups? Why ain't they talking about it? Signing players?
Well, okay, Gaza. Okay, Gaza, let's talk about signing some blood clot players then, dog. We're after that boy from Barcelona. What's his name? Clement Langlet, center half. He's gonna cost 27 million, so that's a bit pricey. But homeboy has pedigree. He was the sixth best defender in La Liga last season. Helped him win the Copa del Rey. Like, yo, that's the quality I'm looking for, dog.
They're gonna have to soak up some of that weekly wage. The weekly wage is a little bit high though.
No, I know, but we got rid of Anderson. We probably got rid of Yarmolenko. We got rid of Balbuena. Like Balbuena and Yarmolenko were probably the highest earners there, and Anderson, and they didn't do bugger all, man.
I have to look at homie's making a lot, like a big high weekly wage. High weekly wage.
Yeah.
We've been linked to some guys. Are they real links? I don't know. Hey, you know what? When you told me that Nicola, I thought you meant the bull from Fiorentina, which is like he's like a beast. But you meant the cat
who's
from
that? Who's that? What's his name?
Nicola. Their names are different. Yeah, you sent me the audio. I thought you meant Milinkovic, but you said Massacre, the other one. Yeah, one plays for Fiorentina and the other one plays for Napoli. I thought you was like we was linked to the cat from Fiorentina. I was about to dislocate my wrist having a wank. I was about to go crazy. Then I realized it was the bull from Napoli, and I calmed down fast.
Rewind that, dog.
Yo,
what did you just say, dog?
Yo, nah, the bull from Fiorentina.
I dislocate my wrist having a wank. What? I'm putting that in a rhyme, dog.
Yo, listen.
My wrist for having a wank.
Yo, he's nasty. He's the leader of their defense. He led
He's
Syrian
dirty.
like
He's dirty, man.
winning aerial battles like he was a beast. The other cat, he didn't play so many games. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a free agent right now. He ain't on nobody's books.
Like look at Gaza. Gaza like Phil Jones on a free. For me, it's a no. What about you, Charlie?
Man, on a free. I mean, he hasn't played in like 19 months. On a free, I mean,
Maybe.
at this point, we might have to. Maybe Moyes could get a tune out of him. If it was I was in charge, I'm not going for it. I
No.
wouldn't even consider
Do
Phil
you
Jones.
do you think he'd be like a replacement for Balbuena or an upgrade?
I don't know. He hasn't played in 2 years, so I can't honestly say. My man ain't played a game in 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
and
what I
then
mean?
and then
That's hard to even say.
yeah, 100, man. And then even Luke. No, was it Luke or was it no? It was Gaza again. Phil Bardsley. Bardsley's like 100 years old, dog. And it's like
What
David
happened to the
Moyes
Red Bull model?
Yo, homeboy
What?
be pushing the Zimmer down the pitch, dog. Like he be pushing the Zimmer down the pitch, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man.
But the one Nicola from Napoli, you know, hey, he stabs at the ball a whole lot, man. He stabs at the ball. He played 13 games. I think Sirianni played 8 games for the Euros.
Yep.
You know, I don't know. He's not a bum. I would take him. Maybe Moyes could get a beat out of him, you know. So he's a nice Serb international.
It's weird because like I see guys' comment about like we're supposed to be after SEMA, don't know what to believe anymore. Okay, I get that, but it looks like what Moyes is doing from my eyes. It looks what Moyes is doing. He's and Russ for my Hammers 11 done said this, and I done talked to Titch about this too, man. And it's like homeboys building the football club from the back up, which makes sense because what was our one issue last season? It was like conceding goals and scoring goals. But if you can shore up that back 4-5-3, whatever you want to call it, with the wing backs and things, yo, building from the back up, I'm about it, man. I'm about it. Like, and then however much money we have left over, because we got wingers today. So how many money we have left over? Bang, get your 2 strikers in, done. And then that's Champions League things, dog. That's Champions League things, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man. Like this one cat that we're after, he's from Middlesbrough. And what's the boy's name? I wrote it down here, man. Middlesbrough right wing back, fast as Flash Gordon, fast as lightning, dog. And like Norwich are after him. They're interested in him. Spurs are interested in him. In April, Wolves and Rangers were interested in him. He cost $5 million, but in April, when all the other men wanted to sign him, he was $10 million. But I think the COVID kind of hit them. And it's like, yo, if we can get this man for $10 million, like a right wing back that's pacey, you put Masuaku on the next side with like Cresswell, Albana, and Dawson like in the middle, and then you got that boy from Middlesbrough on the right, fast as hell. You got the on the left, you got Matsuaku. Now we're creating diversions, and I even forgot about Sufal. So take.
Well, you said he's a right. You said he's a right wing back. The borders to the quick
right
guy.
wing back, man. 10 million quid, man.
We're gonna have 75 right wing backs.
No, we only like okay. Let's say
we got Sufal, we got Ben Johnson, we got Fredericks.
Sufal will fit in.
We need one on the left side though. We need somebody on the left side to back up Cresswell.
Well, we got agreed. Like, but that's when, okay, bang. That's when, who's the left footer? Hold on, yeah, that's it. The boy from Barcelona, dog. He's left footer. So he'd play, like, he would be the backup. But for 27 million, that's like, woo. Like, no, he's not. No, this boy in 27 million. That was the boatman from, whatchamacallit, center half. That was the boy from Middlesbrough. Boatman is the left-sided wing back. Clement Langlet is like center half, and he's left-footed. So Clement Langlet, he could fit on in the left, give like Cresswell either like some competition or maybe take his place. And then the boy that we were talking about, Maximanovic, he's available on a free, and that's the boy whose contract just expired in Napoli, as well as the boy you were mentioning.
Yeah, he could slide out to play fullback too sometimes.
Oh, 100%, man. When I know,
But the only thing I don't like about him is he stabs at the ball, man. Like you
yeah,
know what I mean? Instead of like positioning himself and squaring up and cutting off angles, he'll run. I mean, he's really bad about stabbing at that ball, man.
no, word up. And like Freshie makes a good point. Like, yes, Langlet is a center back dog, but he's left footed. So there's no it's like having Craig Dawson at center half, and he can play right back because he's right footed. So it's like that could be a perfect cover for Cresswell, dog. Like, and then Maximovic, he'd be dope. And then the next cat was oh, well, you know, you already know about this, man. And I found out today he was a Manchester United Academy graduate, which I never knew. With Sam Johnson, man. I never knew he was like Manchester United like Academy graduate. And one thing that has happened, he got taken to the World Cup, and the coaches thought he was the bee's knees, man. And it's like, who was talking about it? Gabriel Bonlahor used to play for Villa, and so did Johnson. He used to play for Villa too. And he said he could be back up to Fabianski, but if Fabianski has that one bad game when he lets in like 2 or 3 goals, bang, Johnson's in. I'd rather have somebody like Johnson in a Randolph, and Johnson only cost us like 11 million. Like 2 weeks ago, we like put a bid on the table, typical Sullivan, Gold, and Brady bid. They put like 6 million. So basically, like they halved it just, you know what I mean? And it's like, I take the man for 11 million all day long, man, because you know how they pay these people. It goes through like years, dog, to pay the people. So, I'd have Johnston or Areola. I love Areola. If we could get him on loan with an obligation to buy, I'm about that. But if we can get Sam Johnson, I'm also about that. And he's English. But like, what's your take on it, Charlie?
I agree with Fresh. He just put in there that we need a left wing back cover for Cresswell, not really a left-footed center back. We need cover for Cresswell because there's situations where that we have to play a certain way and we have to cover for him his lack of pace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we play. I love him. Yeah, he made some assists, but he got burnt like toast. How many times, man? We play a back four with some guy with any slight bit of pace, and then that puts so much pressure on 4-nows to do so much extra. You know, that's what people don't understand, man. They're like the job he does, and he doesn't complain about it. He does what Moyes asks him to do, and he's steady. Oh, what is he doing? Well, unless you don't understand football, then just be quiet. The man, I hate when they act like he's just running around for no reason. The man's running around because he's covering fucking ground for that. Oh man, they do my
nerve. There you go,
if we had a younger, I love Cresswell, but if we had a younger left back, we could do it. We could do a whole different situation.
We already messed out on Bertrand, man. He would have been ill, and you know what? I would have even taken that cat from Liverpool, man. What's his blood clot name, dog?
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name either, man.
No, I know. The left back from Liverpool.
I would have took the left back from Fulham.
You get what I'm saying?
And even if Cresswell was still a little bit younger, okay, and he was still, we play in Europa, we still need a left back anyway, even if he was quick. You understand?
Yeah.
So he's old, a little bit, God bless him, but it is what it is. He can't, you know what I'm saying? How long is he gonna last playing in 2 leagues, playing that many games? Over 30 something, man. The legs can only do what the legs can do.
100. Yo, the left back, his first name was Clyde, I think. Clyde somebody, dog.
Yeah, and, Gaz, you're right. 4-nows is about to go ape shit this year.
Oh, he's gonna bust. Yo, homeboy's gonna bust off like some M80 firecrackers, dog. Him and Ben Rama. Yo, Slim Shady. He's like a Slim Shady with his new blonde haircut and thing. Yo, homeboy is gonna he had such a goal, but he had such an assist, which him and Bowen. I think Bowen's gonna pop off this season, dog.
See,
Like we're gonna see the Bowen that Hall had, dog. Straight up.
more importantly than Ben Rahman's goal, his positioning where he was going with the other guys. He wasn't square all the time. I said, okay, he's learning where to be. You have to know where to be. You understand? That's what it was with him, you know. Like I would criticize him, but I would also say what he's doing good, what he's saying doing bad. I would use the clips and explain. Some people last year was ready to sell him and get rid of him. I was like, yo, you got to bring him along slow, let him get used to what we got to do. So this year, now let's see what we're doing. Now let's see how easy the game comes to him. And I tell you what, if we get a left back with a little bit of pace, I think Moyes would trust put starting Ben Rama on the left side a lot more than he does now.
Oh, 100%.
I think a lot of the times that the Fornals get selected because we have to. Listen, we're weak on that side, so we have to protect what side we have to protect. It is what it is. And that's why Fornals get selected ahead of him, and then people get mad at Fornals because Benny ain't starting. Hey, we got to do what we got to do. It's hard. You can't put that much on a young kid like Ben Rahman his first year. You know, come in, get goals. Come in, get assists. Cover the left back. You know this, know that. You know, listen, this is his first year in the Prem. Give him a fucking break. You understand?
You know what? Yo, look at that comment, dog. Look at that comment, Gaza. Left back from Hibernia. I call it Hibernia. I don't even pronounce the end. I just say Hibernia still. Apparently, we're looking at him. Yo, I don't know about him. What's his name? Tell us his name, because I'll research them things still, man. Straight up, man.
There was another cat we was linked to. His name is Josh DOIG. I don't know how to pronounce it. He was a young bull. He's really young, but the Scottish cat.
Homeboy said that. Yeah. Homeboy said that still. What was it? Where is it? Homeboy said that still. I seen something. Yeah, left back, DIOG. That's what Gaza said. Yeah. No doubt.
I got it right here on the little notes. But you know what's funny about the links?
Josh
I'll look at the link. It'll be like, a few hours ago. Then I'll scroll down a little bit and I'll see a bigger website. Well, almost word for word, the same link like 8 months ago. I said, we can see what you're doing. I can see what you're doing. Cut that out.
They just copy and paste them things.
Copy and paste them. That's it. Another one they did a copy and paste was the Albert Ellis. I said I could see you copy and pasted. But hey, I would take a shot on him. Man. Yo, that's the cat from he was a Honduras international, 34 goals in 88 games. That was in MLS.
What?
I know it's a pool butt league, but hey, it is what it is. Then they sent him somewhere else, and he still was doing his thing, bagging some goals.
What's that boy's name? Is that the DI cat?
No. That's Albert Ellis. He plays for Honduras, and then he went over to the Then he went over to the Portugal league and got 8 goals and 6 assists. But I don't watch that league over there, so it's 2 weak leagues. But he's a striker. You understand? And we could get him a little bit cheap. But I seen the guys like, yo, I see what you're doing with the article, money. That's somebody else's article. You just copy that man's article, switch 3 words around. It was like, guess what? I'm in the know.
Yeah.
You ain't in the know. You in the interwebs, copying, stealing shit.
That's like Virgin. That's like you writing 2 lyrics down and then you sending it to me, like just like as friend things, like, oh, PeacH, check this out. And then I changed 2, 3 lyrics. I changed 2, 3 lyrics, and now it's mine. And there's no plagiarism involved. And that's all these journals are doing, dog. That's all they're doing. It's so repetitive, man.
That's not even journalism. Man. That's not even journalism. You understand?
No, it's not. That's copycatism. Copycatism, dog. That's copycatism, man. Straight up, man.
Hey, shout out to Luke Legend. Guess what? Hey, last night I had my hat. We fixed the camera because I had a thing, but we fixed the camera. I was wearing my hat straight waist just for you, Luke, and you didn't even come through. I said, let me wear my hat straight for Uncle Luke Legend one time.
Homeboy got you, Luke. Yo, what's Titch saying? Can we officially make Big Dog the fourth member of West Ham Random? He already is, dog. How do you mean? Please. Our owners take ages getting signings done. Let's do ours now before someone else
What's the
signs Big
initiation?
Dog.
I gotta
Yo,
get jumped in.
Big Dog. You're West Ham through and through. You done West Ham Random through and through. You done know that, dog. How do you mean?
Do I gotta pick up 5 quarters where everybody's jumping me? See if I get it. What's the initiation? What's the initiation?
I get that.
Yo, they're probably not. Yo, they're probably not gonna. They're probably not gonna understand that. But it's all right. It's all right.
No, I get you, man. Straight up, man. And I'm excited for next season. I'm more excited about the transfer, the takeover. I'm more excited about takeover, and I'm excited for transfers coming in because, like, we need depth because if we had depth, like you said last night, we would have qualified for the Champions League,
or at least had a chance. At least had a chance. I bet listen, I know they brought Lingard, whatever. And the thing of it was, the man literally said he had the money and just didn't choose to spend it. It's like, come on, man. We all know Antonio's hamstrings ain't going to keep up. You understand?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's like,
Hey, yo, Titch. I got to ask Titch, who's the cat that we were after from Liverpool left back? I forget his name to the life of me, man. It was Clyde something, I think, man. And he's a bit older, but he had skills, man. Like, yo, he was on Liverpool's first team. I don't think he played that much last season, but homeboy had skills, man. Like, he has skills. And
yo, Fresh put in a bet so
Nathan
he could have.
Klein, it's not Clyde.
He said he could get a stream to watch Holzik. That's some shit I would do. I like that. Make a bet so you can get a stream to watch the guy. I like that. I like that.
Nathaniel Klein, that's the boy. Freshie got it. That's the boy, Nathaniel Klein, man. I'd take him in a second if you ain't gone anywhere yet, man. Straight up, man. Yo, who's watching the Celtic match? Robert's watching the Celtic match just now. What, the one we played them against? Or like some like fresh live stream Celtic match? I hope it's the one we played them against, man. That Bowen goal still does me in, man. Like Ben Johnson coming down on the right flank, passing it to who was it? Ben Rama, flicking it over to Bowen, and Bowen just like, yo, left foot flick right in the top hand corner. I was mad.
So
if we can see more of that, man, that'll be nuts, man. But like, yo, you're okay. You got 5. ChaRLIeBoy, you got five places to like bring in new players. What would those 5 places be?
In terms of position?
Yeah, man.
Left back, striker, striker, and then cover in the midfield. That's 3, and I bring in Areola. That's 4. But if I could bring in Seema, I would have already done it. I know Fresh said the coach was breaking his balls because he come back from Africa overweight. Listen, I didn't gain like 10 pounds this month. I gotta get right. The ladies are like, "What are you doing? You gotta grow an extra neck." Don't worry, ladies. We'll get back to playing shit. But listen, he could play on the right side and he could play in the middle. So this is what you could do in this situation. If you want to rest Antonio, you could either put Bowen up top and let Seema run on the right, or you could put Seema up top and leave Bowen at the right. So then we'd have 3 options at center forward, striker, whatever you want to call it. I would wait for Seema. I don't care. He's a little overweight.
Yo, Moyes already runs them ways, because you done seen what he did with Arnie the Parney, Arnie the Barney, like, yo, Arnie joke talk things, but you seen what he done then with them. He converted him as a winger to a striker. What do you do with Antonio? Winger to striker. What do you do with Bowen? Well, Bowen kind of played striker for Hall, so that was like an easier kind of transition. But no, I get what you're saying. We'd have options. We would have options, man. And that's what
Seema rotated as well, and the man bagged 20 goals. He knows how to get it between the things. You know what I'm saying?
20
At least
goals. When
was it 20? Was it 20
when,
last year? I think it was 20. I
no,
think
no,
he
no.
got the Dubsky.
I believe that. But when was the last time we had even one player that bagged us 20 goals, dog? Like, it's mad. I think Jermaine Defoe might have been the last player we had that like bagged 20 goals, man. Like easily too, man. Paulo Di Canio. I don't know. Did Arnie bag 20 goals? I don't know. Maybe so, maybe no. I don't know. But
Nah,
I don't want him.
Arnie didn't get no 20. Yeah, I would take 2 strikers, Gaza.
Oh,
100%.
100. Well, that's me, dog.
100%. 100%. You know what I would do? I'd grab Sema, and then I would even give that shout to the
Marega
Honduras cat. Oh,
or
Marega.
Marega Dark. Marega
Well,
Dark. He
we
was
could
like a bull.
we could save a little bit more money with
Yeah.
La Panteria. That's his nickname. Ellis. Ellis. We could get him
Yeah.
a little bit cheaper. And he was just in the CONCACAF doing some assists.
Yeah.
And
He
the
was
Golden
doing
Cup.
bits. He was doing bits.
You know, and
How
we
do
could
you
get him.
mean?
So that would be a bad, because he's right. Antonio's not going to hold up. He just ain't. It is what it is. We know what it is.
You know what? I agree with you, Dark. Like if I had 5, it would be Areola. I agree with you on that. I'd take Areola over Johnston any day of the week. I take Areola. I get the boy from Middlesbrough, the right pacey wingback, because Fredericks is fast and good, but I think he's better like coming on as an impact sub. Midfield, you have to not forget we have Connor Coventry, and Connor Coventry's looking dangerous in preseason, dog. But another person in wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? And then we got that what's the boy that we got from, I always forget his name, man. It's Czech something. No, Forsen 2, yeah, for midfield, Forsen 2, 100 are in goal at Kante. But who's the boy we bought from Celtic? He scored the last goal in the
Flex.
Yeah,
he got the coolest name. Are you kidding me? He got the best name in the world. Oko Flex, come into the ring.
Yo, we're gonna make up some tunes with that. We're gonna make up some tunes with Oko Flex. How you mean, man? Trust me, man. But it's like, I agree.
Flex.
Oko Flex, trust me. But then, like, yo, we need the 2 strikers, dog. And I'm still big on Adam Armstrong. I don't know if any of y'all are. I was big on Tony, but Tony ain't going nowhere. And if he does, it's going to be for dollar bills. So it's like, yo, I'd bring in Armstrong and, like, I don't know, maybe another person from the championship, or maybe somebody like Ings. But Ings might look at going to West Ham as like a downgrade because apparently City are interested. But you could get a good season out of Ings, at least, man. At least.
I hear that what Fresh said. He said Seaman scored something like 2 goals in the last 16 games. Nowhere. Listen, there was a stretch where Mohamed Salah didn't score for 11 games in a row, and everybody was like, he's trash. He's lost it.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he woke up, bada boom, bada bing, and was scoring everything. You know,
bada boom, bada bing, man to man, and scoring everything. Like Freshie says it right there. You're right, dog. Like you're right.
That could have been like style of play things. That could have been, that could have been anything. But from what I've seen of them, if we could get the good price on them, I'd take them, man.
I'm done watching Sema, dog. Like after we showed some interesting thing, I'm done watching him.
Because sometimes he play up top, sometimes he would play out on the right. Of course, you're gonna have more chances to score more goals if you the big dog up top.
Like imagine if you got like service from like Sufal to like Rice to like I don't know Ben Rama and then to Sema, like. Yo, that would be mad. And who was it? Gaza? Did Gaza say this? He said, and this is the boy that I'm interested in too, man. Yeah, Aniachi or whatever his name is. He's dope. And he's big, dog. Like he's dope, man. And he can ball. He can ball with the best of them, man. Oko flexes his muscles. I like that. Very clever.
I like that. Where we should, the French league for cover for cheap, they're having a going out of business sale.
Word up.
We was linked to one of their center backs, and I said this last year with the transfer window in because they were hurting so bad. They were giving teams were doing business that they were taking hits. We should have took advantage of that. Now they could be like, "Oh, we didn't have no money." Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
listen.
Man.
Then they
Yeah,
came
no,
out. Then they came out and said, I forget, was it 20 or 30, whatever he had in the transfer window last year. You could have scooped up somebody. You could have spent something cheap
yep,
last year and got a
yep.
decent player. You know that maybe he would have been 10, 15 million, but we get him for 5 because the French league is in serious shambles right now. We
Oh
should have
no,
got Doc.
100,
Yeah, I said,
100.
yeah, we should. We what do you do? We
Yo,
pay.
that would be like that would be like that would be like going to like the liquidation thing, flea market things. Like we could have gotten them for next to nothing, Doc. And like what Gaza said is true, man. We should have got Daka. Daka would have been live. And I'll show you this, Charlie. I'll show you this, Doc.
You talking
They
about
got
the? You talking about the Belgium cat, right?
yeah, man, yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I'll show you this, Doc. I'll show you this. So we got Rice. Yes, we do. We got what you call it? Who partners? Rice and Suchek. We got Rice. We got Suchek. We got Coventry. If you got this man in as like backup, but like almost pushing for a top spot, I bring in Loftus Cheek, man, all day long, all day long.
Oh, you know I
No,
like. You know I like my guy.
oh no,
I
that's
like
my
my
boy.
guy.
That
Yeah.
is my boy. Like homeboys, he's getting lost. He's getting lost at Fulham, man. Like Parker ain't even playing him too tough, dog. And it's like if he came to us, yo, like
And
we
what,
have to
yo,
remember we're in
when
Europa.
we played them, when we played Fulham, they
Yeah,
gave us trouble both times. You want to know why? Because that midfield was strong, and Rice
yeah,
and Suchek just couldn't bully him like we bully some other midfields. You understand? Like Loftus Cheek
yeah,
was like, nah, I'm not him. I'm not fucking, five, I'm a big boy.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was doing bits
yeah.
versus us. He looked like a strong guy. You go back and watch that. I was really impressed with Loftus Cheek, how he played versus two great defensive mids.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree.
I've always been impressed with Loftus Cheek, even when like England went to the World Cup and them things there, dog. Like I went to the shops trying to get like an England shirt with like Cheek on the back, like Loftus Cheek on the back and thing, and I couldn't find them nowhere. But like, yo, he is tidy. Like imagine that. You got Loftus Cheek, and okay, so you got Suchek and Rice. Say both of them get injured, and then Coventry and Loftus Cheek come in. We're still good. We're still good. And the game you're talking about, was that the one when Lookman took the penalty like a little sissy, and it was a Fabianski saved the thing? He tried to like do a what you call it up the middle,
Oh,
which is
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
favorite,
yeah,
a
yeah.
paniki. He tried to do a paniki thing, dog, and like it was an epic fail, epic fail. And Lookman's a good player.
They had a
Like,
chance to get us that game. They had a
yeah,
chance to get us that game.
yeah, 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 yeah. No doubt, man. No doubt. And like I respect Scotty Parker. Like Scotty Parker on the ball doing his like turnaround and things. Like I respect Scotty Parker, even though he ain't been with us for too long. I respect him, man. And yo, maybe that might be like a silver lining in the clouds where we could go to Fulham and snap up Loftus Cheek, dog. Maybe slap up Lookman as well, man. Maybe he might play better in a claret and blue top rather than a white top, dog.
Yeah, cool. Well, we got a whole bunch of left wings, but I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Not really a spot we need. You know who I like? I like Bobby Reed, man. My boy is playing for Jamaica, man. They just got knocked out of that one tournament, but it's all good. It's all good. I like Bobby Reed.
Oh no, Bobby Reed is fire, and I know you're a big fan of him still, like because you see potential in him. I get that. Bobby Reed is fire, but what about like Nate Phillips from Liverpool, man? You think that would make us better, or just make us the same with another body on the bench?
Well, it would give us some more cover, but it's hard to say because he don't really get on the pitch too much at Liverpool because they got all those monsters over there.
That's what I'm
So
saying. But when he does get on the pitch, homeboy does look a bit tidy. But it's like I don't. I'd rather go for Loftus Cheek rather than the man them there, man. I'd rather go for Loftus Cheek rather than Phillips, man. All day long, man. Like Loftus Cheek's potential hasn't fully, burst yet. His full potential hasn't burst yet, and he's still young. And you don't get on Chelsea's book for like no reason, dog. That's why Rice is on Chelsea's books. You know what I'm saying? Like Carlton
Yeah.
Cole, he was on Chelsea 20, like Joe Cole, Glenn Johnson, all the men them. Like, yeah, man, you don't get on their books to like, just doing like two things here, two things there. Like, yeah, man, I'd love to see Loftus Cheek at West Ham, man. That would be yeah, if it was Loftus Cheek, two strikers, a left back, a right back, and a goal. See, now I'm going for six. But if we could get all six, and you see something, Charlie, this is what the new people that are trying to take over the club would do. They just basically give their money to the man them, and like you said, they're going to be OGs there, like West Ham OGs there, who know their two things, dog. And we have that. Didn't we sign up that cat from like Man City, who's going to be basically doing what like Usalas did for us, like scouting director kind of thing, like.
Yeah, he
So
said in the article I read, it said he was going to bring in a new chairman, and
yep,
then he was going to make a connection with the fans. It was on fan side of something that's article I read. Guy probably
yeah,
copied and pasted off somebody else's work that they did, but yeah, he said he's going to be with the fans. He's going to bring in legends, old school guys, old school West Ham guys, so.
yo, and like Billy Bonds and Tony Cardi, all the men them. But like, and like, what was it? What did he just say, man? Brentford tonight. Anderson has gone to Palace. Center half used to play for Fulham. Good center half, great. But it's like, yo, man, like, what about like? I know we've named off our players that we like to sign, but one that I heard that's kind of close is that Pereira cat, man. I heard he's kind of close, man. And if we can get him, I think that would be our replacement for Jesse Lingard, and it would be a younger, hungrier player than Jesse Lingard. I'd still love Lingard back. Don't get me wrong, but if we can't get him, Mateus Pereira all day long, dog. All day long. All day long.
I think if we getting anybody, it's going to be him because of the situation we
yeah.
have with West Brom.
Yeah.
It only makes everything's pointing to that.
Yeah.
Which should be easy to get that job done, considering the Diangana situation, and there's still money on the books. So West Brom, we could we'll relieve you of that right now. Let us get Pereira for this nice price. They got the leverage and they're not using it.
So we
leverage to get Pereira.
I know.
I don't want to wait. I'm not waiting for Link. I ain't waiting for nobody. We got to go forward. The season's about to start, man. Season about to start. We can get him cheaper. Yeah. Let's get him and let's go. Let's boogie. We ain't got time to be messing with y'all, man. We stop acting like, we're little West here. Let's wait to see. Fuck Man United. You don't want to let us get him?
Fuck him.
Fuck you. We'll take Pereira. We'll get him for a better deal anyway. Let's go.
And they already owe us money from the Diangana thing. So it's like, yo, and it's funny how like we sold Diangana to them. We might be getting like Pereira and Johnson for like cut price because of the Diangana money, doc. Like that's smart business, and that's something that you would run, I would run, probably all the men them in the chat would run. But Sullivan, Gold, and Brady, their fingers are in their mouth, and it's like they don't know. The thumbs are in their mouth. Sorry, they don't know what they're dealing with, dog. I want this takeover to go on, not a year from now, not 2 years from now, not 3 years from now. I want it yesterday, guys. I want it yesterday, man.
Hey, I'm for it.
For
it. I hate GSB. I don't like it. What do you want?
No, man. How you gonna? It's like Charlie. It's like this, dog. You're West Ham through and through. You bleed claret and blue, and it's like you like going to Burnley saying, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll buy your club out," which you probably could, and you'd be like, "I'll buy your club out and thing," and like I'll be the owner. It's still claret and blue, so everything's chill. That's basically what like Sullivan and Gold did, man. Like they were at Birmingham, and then they came to West Ham, and all of a sudden they're lifelong fans. How could you look at yourself in the mirror, man? I couldn't. That would be like me going to like Chelsea, buying them out, being the owner, and like being all like Chelsea. I wouldn't feel it in my gut, man. Straight up, man.
They said that same, we love the club, Birmingham. They said the same thing over there. They come over and say the same thing. How you going to say the same thing twice about two different things?
And the supporters called them out when they came to us. The supporters called them out when they came to us saying like, yo, please take them. Like, yo, they ain't no good. And they aren't no good. They ain't no good at all, man. And it's funny because like that Thomas Skinner cat who's fronting like the takeover, it's funny, Charlie. It's funny because Homeboy was on The Apprentice just like Karen Brady was. But it's like, I think he's a better businessman than her. You get what I'm, and he don't have no column, and he's West Ham through and through. You heard, you saw that video, man. He's like this, like 3, 4, 5 times, and like he's buzzing. He's buzzing.
He's a real, he like you know how we say we got to check their paperwork to make sure they solid. Yeah. He's solid. Skin is solid. His paperwork checks out. His background says West Ham United official, straight up, big time.
No, yeah, 100, man. 100, man. It's gonna be an interesting season. I hope that we're able to propel on what we accomplished last season. Like I hear a lot of people saying that last season was a fluke and we're gonna end up in 10th or this, that, and the third. I think we're gonna propel because Moyes is behind it, Nolan, Pierce, Irvine, Naveen, they're behind it. I think we're gonna propel, but we definitely need the signings. And if we get that takeover, we'll get any signings we fucking want.
It could be.
And we'll come at the club. We'll come at the clubs, Doc. We'll come at the clubs with like, yo, you want 10 million? Here's 12. You know what I mean? Or like just match them for 10. Not like, oh, we want 10 million, here's $2. Like, you know, giving them pittance for like a player.
What's the meme where the guy goes 50p? Fuck you, bastard. That's
thank you. It's like, yo, it's like that Johnson cat. He wanted 11 mil, and we went there with like 6 mil and said, yo, we got 6 mil on the table. You're going to take him. And they were like, no, thank you. But what they could have done, which would have been smart, okay, I'll give you 11 mil for Johnson, but we want the boy Pereira as well as, and we'll half that price, whatever you say his price is, we'll half it, because you already done all this money from Diangana done. Like it's simple business, man. It's simple business.
Listen, Pereira did that with no one next to him. Like, listen, man was doing bits, and people just look at stats. They don't look at his movement and actually what he was doing. The man was a one-man army. Come on, man. And she still put up decent numbers. You put him on that team last year and you give him a full stretch, the whole 30-something games. Yeah. I guarantee you his numbers would have been up even more than what they was. And those was respectable numbers still. On a shitty team.
Big time. You got man like Sue Fowl and Cresswell crossing balls into him. You got Coventry, Suchek, Noble even, and Rice, like putting balls through the middle. Like, yo, it would be mad. It would like even Antonio. Antonio's not a selfish striker. He's not. I know again in the preseason match against Celtic, there was one time where he like took it all on and could have passed the ball, squared it up, and it probably would have been a goal. But it's like I think the backroom staff, like Moyes, Nolan, and all the men, are saying, yo, when you get the chance, go for it. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's a selfish player. But you put somebody like Pereira up in the mix, he'd be able to like, yo, bounce off of him like tennis balls upon the wall. I ain't playing with you.
I just don't understand how we can't negotiate a deal in our favor with a team that owes us.
You get what I'm saying?
What kind of bullshit is that? Either you're not trying, or you are just, you ain't got no clue what's going on. I think they're not trying hard enough.
And they
might not be trying at all.
You know what's gonna happen, dog? The same thing as last season. What's gonna happen if we don't sign nobody? And apparently, like David Sullivan has already told Jim White from Talk Sport, we're not signing anything. And Jim White's calling him fantastic, this, that, and the third. But if we don't sign anybody end the season, they're gonna say the same old thing. Oh, but we tried. Well, you didn't try hard enough, man. Yeah. You didn't try hard enough, man. And you told me these men, them don't got money after, like, Europa League, television deals, all them things? Come on, man. They're taking the piss, man.
Like last year, the Tarkowski or whatever, they want 30-some mil. We wasn't going to pay that much. They know. They were sliding him off just so they could get a press clip. So it's like, oh, we was trying.
That's it.
The man even said, I don't want. He's like, I'm good over here. I don't even want to come. Not even on some money stuff. He was like, I don't want to come. I'm good right
Yep.
here.
Yeah, but
And we
now,
still
now, now,
pursuing him. Like, come on.
now the way we play, and where we finished and how we do, that price went from 30 to 15 million. And now it's like Moyes and them saying, get lost. Like, yo, you had your chance, get lost. And I like that. I like that. Like,
I don't
if
think
we
they
do
was. I don't think they was really going after him. I think it was just
word up,
They was just
it's
using that to
already.
say,
Yep,
"Oh, we tried," and they carried
yep,
out that deal
yep,
for so long, and
yep,
then when it came to the
yep,
end, after they bottled it, then it was like, "Oh, well, What do you mean tried? The man told you from Jump Street he didn't want to
yeah.
come. He was good.
Fucking
Why'd
Johnny
you
Depp.
keep pursuing him? That's like the
Yeah,
girls at the bar, and she didn't told you, "Nah, I got a boyfriend. I'm good. All right, leave her alone. What do you keep going on? She don't want to mess with you. Get out of
that's it.
here. Get out of
That's
here,
it.
drunk guy. You know."
That's it. That's it. But you got the man, then when they hear that, they're like, oh, she didn't mean that. Like, I'm just going to keep going at, keep going at, keep going at. It's like, no, Virgin, she doesn't want you. She might not have a boyfriend, but she just doesn't said that to you because she don't want you, dog. Like, get
Yeah.
away. Yeah, don't know, man. Don't know, man. Don't know.
Yeah.
So you excited? You excited about the upcoming season, Charlie?
Man, I want to be so happy. I'm happy we got Europa, but it looks like we're not taking it serious. Not the players. I mean,
Yeah,
we're not putting ourselves in a position
yeah,
to even make a run in it. You know, understand? And I'm kind of worried that it might affect where we finish in the Premier League because we have to play those games. I don't
yeah.
know, man. I'm excited either way. I'm always going to be excited, but yeah,
No,
Gaz is right. Jim
100.
White is a brown nose. He's a puppet.
He
He's
is.
a
He's
puppet.
a
Listen,
muppet and a puppet and a donut all at the same time, though.
I'm not a
Real
fan of
thing.
Jim White. You know what talk radio is? They say some crazy shit.
Yeah,
Then
yeah, they do.
they get working class people to call up, and they're stressed out. It's like, I don't even live.
That's it. That's it.
Don't
That's
even
it.
call up and give him, because he's not going to let you speak. He's going to cut you off and make you look like an asshole. He ain't
Yep.
even going to let, how many times have our guys from our team or Arsenal, whoever, go up there to have a chat with them, and then
Yep.
he doesn't even let them. He already knows they're walking into a trap. You understand? It's
Yep.
like, if they have me up there, the thing would go left real quick. They'd be like, "Oh, we invited the wrong guy to the studio." He'd get a mic upside the head. I probably
Yo,
don't do.
are you excited about the youngsters though, man? I am. I'm excited about the youngsters. Really.
I love Forson. That's my new guy. I love that
Yo,
little bastard. I love him.
he arrived like in a
I love
bubble
Forson, man.
at West Ham, dog. I never even heard of him. I never even seen him. No, nothing.
Hey,
No,
guys, the last
nothing.
comment got me, boy. That's a good
No,
one.
nothing. And homeboy turned up like Superman, Batman, Iron Man, and Spider-Man all in one, dog. I was like, whoa. Like, where did you come from, man? Like, there must be other players up in the academy like him we don't even know about, man.
Wow. I'm just in now. That's one thing I am interested. When we do Europa, is the young bulls gonna get their run out? You see that? That's what I was laughing at right there.
Yo, you see that Gaza? Gaza has some nerve, dog. It's like he's being on top of Darren Brady. PeacH says I tried to rump her. At least I tried. But that's what they give. That's all they give. That's all they give, though. That's all they give. They're like, we tried to sign somebody, but we couldn't. I tried to stick my thing in this gal, but I couldn't. I tried to make her like do two things, but I couldn't. It's like, no, if you wanted to, you'd run it. Big up, Gaza. Big up, Gaza. Yo, Charlie. So, yo, tell the man them what we are, dog. And yo, it's done, dog. Big up TcTLy, Fans United, everybody in the chat. Yo, tell the man them what West Ham United is, dog.
We are massively fucking massive.
Fucking massive. Yes, we are. Yes.